If you are someone who would really like to struggle with their mindset, mental health, overall well-being, don't worry, I got you covered. Here are some tips for your day-to-day life that can really help you struggle with that mindset.
Firstly, when that alarm goes off in the morning, make sure you snooze it a few times. Make sure you leave yourself with just enough time, if not a little less time, to get out of the house so that you're rushing and putting yourself into that fight or flight mode. And before you get out of the bed, take a minute or two to have a nice scroll on social media. There's certain people waking up in the Bahamas while you're waking up in the rain.
Next is breakfast. Who is she? We don't do her. We don't have time for breakfast. And also, it's less calories, so skip it.
But make sure you have that cup of coffee on an empty stomach because that's going to really help the struggle. Next, it's really important that when you get to school, college, work, wherever you're going, that you don't smile or say good morning to anyone. Make sure you greet them with a little bit of a grunt. Better yet, even complain about the weather, the drivers on the road that morning, how it's only Monday or is it Friday yet?
From lunchtime, you're starving, you're in brain fog, you're in low mood, you're in low energy because you skipped breakfast, remember? You love nothing more than a substantial meal, but you unfortunately are on your 5th diet of the year because you cannot love yourself unless you're skinny like the girls on Instagram. So instead you grab something quick and easy that has the word protein on it because it must be healthy if it has the word protein on it.
Now I know what you're thinking. Surely I should skip exercise if I really want to struggle. But no, you drag yourself to do some form of exercise that you really don't enjoy in any way and you just feel pressure in society that you should be doing that form of exercise. You hate this particular form of exercise and you dread doing it every day. And you never feel better after it, even though everyone online says you're going to feel better after you do it, but you don't. You can't understand why you're dragging yourself for this exercise maybe 4 or 5 days a week and you're still not making any progress. Just a little side note there, make sure you have a conversation, be it by phone or in person, with a loved one, telling them about someone who really annoyed you that day, someone who really boiled your bacon and the cheek of them to annoy you and how much they annoy you. You put in a lot of effort making a really healthy dinner. But unfortunately, because you have eaten like a bird that day, you don't feel satisfied after said dinner. So you feel the need to reach for something.
Maybe one small thing turns into 2 or 3 small things. Make sure that you sit for a good hour and really beat yourself up mentally and emotionally for having those sweet treats and for being such a failure.
You could go to bed early, but instead you should click that next episode option because it's so much easier to get lost in a world in the TV than have to think about your own life.
And finally, when it's time to go to bed, have another little scroll on your phone and then lie awake and think about all the wrong decisions you've ever made in your life.
For less like that and more like this, follow Show Me Your Mindset.